Most people try to look valuable. They constantly adjust their posture, rehearse their vocabulary, and tightly control their tone of voice. But this frantic performance actually signals fragility. The truth is biological. Value is perceived subconsciously. Long before you even speak, your nervous system is scanning the room, introducing you through microsignals that bypass logic entirely. True presence is built on what we call silent architecture. It is a framework of self-regulation, broken down into 6 distinct habits that govern how you physically and mentally hold your ground. Because internal regulation dictates your external status, memorized scripts and rehearsed body language become useless. When you fix the foundation, the perception takes care of itself. The first habit deals with being misunderstood. The immediate, low-status instinct is to urgently over-explain. You rush to correct, defend, and justify your actions, to desperately control the narrative. The high-value alternative is selective clarification. You step back and assess if the misunderstanding actually matters. If the error isn't strategically relevant to your goals, you simply let it go. The human brain equates calm certainty with authority. The harder you scramble to fix someone else's impression, the more unstable and reactive you appear. This anxiety bleeds into how people seek attention. The reflex is to urgently interrupt, overtalk, and force a laugh to desperately secure the social spotlight. High-value individuals let attention settle naturally. They don't compete for it. By speaking less and employing strategic silence, the words they do choose carry immense density. Releasing the ego's demand for immediate validation removes the frantic energy from your presence. That absence of desperation creates an undeniable social gravity. When an interruption does happen, the reflex is to treat it as a direct challenge, one that must be defeated immediately with a rapid emotional reaction. Instead, slow your processing down. Pause, breathe, and deliver an even response. The most regulated nervous system dictates the hierarchy. Under pressure, an unregulated body leaks anxiety, speaking faster, blinking excessively, completely betraying internal panic. You counter this by training for physical stillness. By keeping gestures minimal and maintaining a grounded posture, you eliminate visual markers of threat detection. What society loosely labels as a powerful presence is rarely about personality. It is strict, practiced discipline over biological fight-or-flight reflexes. We see similar impulses in how people manage their availability. Dropping everything for an impulsive reply to every request signals your time is in excess supply. Deliberate time allocation reverses this. When you establish strict boundaries and restrict access, you mirror basic economics. Scarcity adds massive psychological weight to your presence. And when those boundaries are inevitably tested or violated, the instinct is to resort to an emotional explosion or a desperate argument. This simply reveals your absolute dependence on the exchange. The highest status response is emotional detachment. A genuine willingness to walk away from an unequal interaction instantly rewires the power dynamic, signaling absolute social independence. Maintaining rigid boundaries and showing the room that you are willing to lose an interaction proves that you do not require external validation to survive. No amount of external polish or rehearsed conversational tactics can mask a reactive mind. Internal instability will always reveal itself. All 6 of these habits operate under a single unified architecture: self-regulation. When you aggressively manage your emotional spikes, your time, and your physical reflexes, your identity stabilizes. Controlled presence is exceedingly rare, and that rarity makes it incredibly valuable. Master your regulation, and it will communicate your worth silently, long before your introduction ever does. Take a look at your own interactions. Which of these instinctual errors do you recognize in yourself today? Let me know in the comments which habit you plan to practice first. And if you want to understand the psychology behind everyday interactions, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.